Hello, friends. Welcome or welcome back to A Moon Phases. My name is Chivis, and today we're going to be doing a closet makeover for my yarn closet specifically. Um, Remember that I told you guys that one of my plans or goals for this year was needing to organize better. So I'm going to start off with the easiest thing that I could think of, and the thing I think that needed the most help, which is my yarn. But before we do that, do you guys recognize the sweater? Do you guys recognize it? Remember Vlogmas? Yes. Well, we officially have finished the sweater. We actually finished it a few days ago, and I just wanted to show it off. Look at how fantastic it looks. It looks amazing. I love it. It's very cozy. I've already worn it out, and people have complimented it, and it feels so amazing to say, well, actually, I made it. So yeah, that is one project down. Remember, again, we're working on those New Year's resolutions. We finished one of our whips. We are going to organization. Fantastic. Amazing. It's been a great start of the year. Alrighty. Now let's go ahead and get started.
Editing me here. I didn't have my microphone on. However, I'm just explaining more or less the adjustments or the things that I want to do to go ahead and fix this closet. So if you notice, I do have a jumble of different types of materials, and I have to go through and clear all of them. I have paper items in this shelf here. I have a few yarn items here. However, they're all mixed and matched, and it's just things that I have to clear out to move around. To the left side, I did have my diamond painting material that I removed from that shelf. And I do have ribbon and other types of materials up top that I need to make sure that I store. So yeah, pretty much that's it. I do have my jerseys on one side, my dress is on the other side, as you guys can see it in the background. And then we're going over to the other closet where I currently have more clothes, some other decorations, and the yarn that I want to move. So all of these two closets are the storage that I need to clear up and fix. This yarn is the yarn that we're going to be moving to the other side of the closet, or to the other closet.
Alrighty, so I have cleared this one. Yes, I realized that my microphone wasn't on before, but now that it is, I'm going to go ahead and transfer all of my acrylic yarn here, and then that'll free up this one. I'll wipe it down, and then I'm going to start bringing in, I have another DK, the basics DK that I want to put. I'm probably going to put that one up in the upper shelf, and then in this bottom shelf, or the bottom two shelves, I want to do all of the chunky yarn. So we'll see how that works out, if we have enough space. If not, then we'll have to do some rearranging. So in these shelves as well, I do want to have a space for all of the tools that I use, including safety eyes and the fill, the polyfill, and all of the other things. So let's see how we can rearrange it. I'm going to start with the acrylic yarn because it's what seems easiest, but we'll see how it goes. All right. So I do have some cake ones as well that I need to figure out how to store. So again, these are all acrylics that I've either had left over or yeah, have frogged or something. Let's see how we can organize these. So for the cake ones, I was thinking of getting somewhat like a peg wall or something of that sort that'll help me just organize the yarn a little bit better. But I don't know. I still haven't done it. I'm unsure if I want to do it. I just know that I have a few, by a few I mean quite a bit of little cakes that I've made that I've wound out myself. But right now we're just going to put them in where they best fit. Still have a few other skeins that I need to address. Yeah, let's keep going. All right, so this is how it's looking so far. I'm going to go ahead and move down to this one now. I'm going to wipe it first. I'm going to remove these things, and then I'm going to bring in my chunky yarn to put it here. Maybe. I know that I still have another box of acrylic yarn, but it's the thinner one, the size 3, I believe, and I don't want to mix it with this one. Now, I did set aside a few skeins that I need to cake up because they're all ugly, like maybe something like this as well I might need to remove from here. And I do know that I have about 2 or 3 other skeins that I'm currently using that I might need to bring back and figure it out. But I think this is a good area right here that they have enough space to be able to put them here once we finish them and cake them up. Like again, these could move. I do have cotton yarns that I might need to bring over to this side, but those are much smaller skeins that I need to figure out where and how I'm going to put. But progress is looking great so far. I'm going to go ahead and bring all the chunky yarn and then we'll clear this up, bring the chunky yarn, and then start fixing it, figuring out how it's going to go. So just like my acrylic yarn, there is some that is still in a skein and there's some that is already caked. So I'm going to do all of the skeins in the back first. I'm going to divide it up by the big twist one that I have, and then I also have the parfait. So we're going to try our best. This is a Posh Pro that is very similar to the big twist one that I've currently been using. I still prefer the big twist, but this is a different type of yarn that I use as well. So I have all of my parfait ones. I have a bunch of them in bags, but let me go ahead and continue bringing the ones from the other room. So I have brought over all of the yarn, and that might have been a mistake because, yeah, there's a lot of yarn. And I'm still saying that I need more. I don't need more yarn, but we're going to figure this out. All right. So again, I do have the cake ones that I've made. I also have a whole bunch of these skeins. So I'm just going to try to figure it out as best as I can. I would like to color code them. However, I don't know if that's going to be possible. You know, maybe we're just going to put them in here. So I have some pinks. Alrighty, let's get going then. So just as I feared, I'm going to have to use two shelves for this chunky yarn. I also have the other chunky yarn that isn't this type. I don't think this is chenille. But whatever this kind of yarn is, I do have different type of yarn. So I'm going to have to put it on a separate shelf, simply because I don't think it's going to fit all here. So lucky for me, these stack pretty nicely. So all I have to do is kind of just place them. I'm trying to color code them as best as I can. I know for some of you it's going to be a bit of a trigger, but you know what? Sometimes just things don't want to go in order. And honestly, right now, my biggest concern is to just put them where they need to be, which is here in their new location. Some of them need to be re-caked, but that's all right. We'll do it. We'll do it eventually. So, what else am I missing? I have some more up here. And these are just the Big Twist / snuggle. No, loops and threads. I don't have the parfait ones in here yet. So I think that's all of the parfait. No, sorry. I think this is all of the chunky that I have. These 4 are parfait, but we're going to stick them in there anyway. And I still have, oh, we lost one. We lost one on the way. Should fit in here. Perfect. Perfect. So this is how we're looking so far. We have our acrylic yarn up here. These are cotton, but that's okay. We have our chunkies here. Alrighty, so we've put all of the parfait. These are loops and thread. However, we still have space to add the other chunky yarn. So I'm going to run over, bring it over, and add it here. So I've run all the yarns over that can be added over here. I do have a few that are attached to an unfinished project. So at some point I will do a Frogger finish video because goodness gracious. Now some of these, don't judge me. There was yarn vomit and I'm just gonna put them in there. You know what? I'm just gonna put them in there because nobody has time for fixing. So these are velvet yarns. All of these, I might just stack these here. Make a new little pile here. I have some blanket ones. This one, again, I'm just going to set aside so I can cake them. These are the plush, the parfait plush. I may need that mustard one soon, but I'm just going to add it there for now. So this is all the chunky yarn. This is the, I don't know what kind of yarn that is. I don't know. It's the one that I used to make plushies. I have some acrylic and cotton there, and then I have that shelf up there still, and this shelf down here. Now, for this one down here, I think this is where I'm going to keep all of my tools. I just need to move the vinyl out of the way. I have vinyl here, I have ink, and this is just paper, mostly cardstock that I've divided up into these folders here. And then up there, I'm going to put, I have 3 boxes of the basics yarn that I have to fix. So, okay, I'm going to move this out of the way, the bottom shelf. And then I might need to buy a shelf to be able to put my stuff. But that's something for another time. I think I'm going to clear this bottom shelf or the top shelf. No, I think I'm going to go with the top one. I just want to leave all of the yarn where it needs to go. And I think that's literally going to be one episode. I still have the rest of the room out there, which we don't want to deal with at the moment. So I'm going to do this. I may cake up the yarn later tonight just to be able to put it in its place. There's not much room. There's not much room left, but hopefully we can make it all fit. Alrighty, I have now cleared up this top shelf. And yes, I am standing on a stool because I'm not the tallest person, but that's okay. That is okay. I was thinking that maybe I should have put the chunky yarn up here. The parfait one and all that fun stuff. You know what? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Let me go ahead and switch it around. I'm going to put the chunky yarn up here, and then I'll put the other one, I'll bring it back down so you guys can see the other one. All right. Oh, man. So we're finishing up this area here. Again, is it the most organized? No. Is it the most effective? Also no. However, it'll have to do. It'll have to do for now. I was able to fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks good. Here I'm gonna pile up the other puzzle ones that I have to fix, and then we dropped one. Where did it go? Hello? Here you are. Gotta make sure I don't bump my head. Whoa. Alright, so this is the last one here. We do have this one, which I might just put in here for now. Just to fill in the gap. These, I tried my best, but it's alright. I'm okay with dangling strings. Alright, just making sure they're all snug and they're not going to fall out. So these that are in the bag, I'm just going to leave them there. There's no need for me to take them out. So now, again, I just transferred all of my ribbons to that side because that is where I'm going to keep all of my fabric stuff. So, chunky, acrylic, chunky again. And we're going to come back down here now. And we're going to organize all this fun stuff. So I have 3 boxes of this. Because, you know, somebody decided that they wanted to order all of the colors. And I did. So I'm going to start throwing them. I may try to organize these by colors. I don't know. I'm just going to throw them there for now. A lot of them are very similar, but I know they're not the same color. Peach, carnation, and cameo rose. See, they all look the same. But I know the difference. So I'm just going to throw them in there for now. I do have other brands here and there. I think I just have these 2 that are different. But that's okay. I'm going to add it to this one because it's also a size 3. And all of these are size 3 yarns. Just trying to empty one box out so I can have a room to sit, because currently I do not. All right, so that's one box. Excuse all the noise. I'm gonna throw it out there for now. Oh my gosh, I have so much more yarn that I don't like. All right, so these, a lot of them are yarn vomit because they don't tend to pull the center pull really well, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna just deal with it, you know. All right, so again, I'm gonna try to organize these by color as best as I can. Can't guarantee it's gonna work, but we're gonna try. Alrighty, so I have emptied all 3 boxes. I found a headless body. I don't know what I was making with this, but I'm sure we can figure it out at some point. I did unravel a head the other day. I can't remember what color I used to unravel a head, but speaking of, there should be one more of these skeins of yarn over there. So we have these done. Now I do have a few pieces of just random yarns that I have bought. So let me move this box out of the way, and I also have my, oh gosh, I also have my embroidery stuff, embroidery floss and all that fun stuff. But let me move this box out of the way, and then I'll see what we're working with. I'm on the floor again. But I have filled up all of the shelves for this closet. Again, the rest of the closet still needs to be organized. I'm going to put fabric stuff up there, and then on this other side up here, I'm going to leave my vinyl stuff, which is what up there, which is what I use mostly. And again, my vinyl cutter is in here, so I'm just going to leave it in this room. I already took all of my paper things, my inks, my paints, my pens, cardstock, anything that is for paper, I've already taken to the other closet, which that'll be a separate video if you guys want to see the organization of that one, which is also going to be a task at hand. But so in this bin here, I left scraps or smaller cakes that I've made. In the bottom one, I do have all cotton. So it's the little skeins like this, or little cakes that I have, but all of this is just cotton. I'm debating if I should buy the three bin to be able to put these in. I don't know what they're called. I have the 9 one on the other side. You guys have seen it already when I was wrapping and all that, when I was doing the quilt and all that. So you guys have seen those, that one over there. But I'm thinking of buying either a 3 one or a 6 one, where I can put in this closet and then just use it to store a few things as well. I'm also thinking about rearranging the closets. I may move my clothes out to the other closets that I have in the house. But I don't know. That's for a later time. But yeah, I also was able to free up this tote here, which I'm going to be probably using to store all of my tools, my needles, my hooks, anything that I use for like the safety eyes, my hooks that I use for my jewelry when I do it. I also have all the embroidery stuff, my crochet floss, everything else that is like miscellaneous that doesn't necessarily pertain to yarn, is what I'm going to be putting in this tote here. And then I'm going to make room for it down here. I still haven't moved the, what is this? Cardstock. And then I also have a box of vinyl over on that side that I need to move out of the way. So yeah. This has been the organization of our yarn on our shelves. I know we still have a lot of work to do, especially out in that room, in the main room, but it's a small step and something we can check off of our list. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe. That way you guys will continue to see the progress that we make in our room. Let me know down below in the comments, what should we tackle next? Should we move on to the other closet, or should we take on the big room and finally rearrange our furniture? We still have a machine that we need to set up. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.